Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of set number 75160, the U-Wing Starfighter Microfighter. And I can't wait to build this set. It's from the new wave, obviously, and I'm really glad that I managed to get it at Christmas. So I'll build it now, and I'll be back in a second with my full review of it. So here we have the completed U-Wing Microfighter. It is set number 75160, comes with one minifigure, aged 6 to 12, and it has 109 pieces. And it sells for £9 here, and it should sell for $10 in America when it's released. So it's a really nice build. Before we look at that, let's take a look at the minifigure by himself. So here we have a U-Wing pilot, and he's a different one to the one you get in the actual set, which is one of the main reasons I bought this Microfighter. His helmet printing is amazing, and I'll show you like a panoramic view now. The side looks really cool, and those black strips on the top are actually sort of indented. The visor is part of the helmet, which looks really cool. And he has two expressions. One is an angry face like this, and one is a slight smirk like this. His back printing looks quite basic, but it's just a sort of flight jacket, and on the front it's as you would expect, but it's a nice printing, and it's a bit updated since some of the older versions, like this one from one of the old Hoth battle packs. You can see the improvements there, especially in things like the helmet. So overall, he is a really cool minifigure, and he comes with your standard sort of pilot blaster there. I would recommend just getting the set for the minifigure, but then I do collect the Rebel pilot minifigures anyway, so depends how much you like them. So now let's take a look at the set, and I'll tell you whether that's just as good as the minifigure. So a really good minifigure, but how good's the build? Well, I generally quite like it. It definitely looks a lot like the actual set that they made, though it looks a bit thinner in certain sections. I actually like more the way they managed to put the engines on than on the actual set, and it's a very good thing that they've managed to include the folding back wings feature, which is very nice on this build. Underneath we have the troop transport section, and this is probably my least favourite section in the Microfighter, and there's no door on it or anything, but obviously this makes sense as it's quite small. You also have that underneath cockpit here with the two glass pieces, which looks cool. And as standard with these things, you have two spring-loaded shooters. So in general, a cool build, and I think the U-Wing's a cool shape anyway. It has nice wing folding features, and it has more sort of features than most Microfighters do, because a lot of them just sort of look quite good. So let's talk about this set as a whole now. So overall, the U-Wing Microfighter is definitely worth getting for £9 or $10. It's definitely worth that. It comes with a really awesome pilot minifigure who has an amazing helmet. The ship itself looks really cool in general, mostly all around the ship. And it's good as far as Microfighters come. The Series 4 ones, or at least the Rebel ones, I'm not sure about Krennic Shuttle or the TIE Striker, look really good, and I'm happy that they've done quite a good job with them. Overall, really good set, and I love the engines and the way they've used like the minifigure skull pieces. That looks really cool, and the whole assembly of the engines on the back is a lot more realistic looking, I think, than the actual ship, or like the full-size ship. I would say get this set, especially since it's quite cheap, but that's up to you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in my next video. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.